As 2025 gradually draws to a close, I've been reflecting on how it's been a year of extremes. There were moments that tested me, that pushed me to my emotional limits, but there were also so many quiet blessings and opportunities for adventure. I guess every year is a mix of highs and lows, and life is about learning to take it as it comes, deeply valuing the good times and staying strong during the challenges. As I set my intentions for 2026, I want to approach the coming year with clarity, motivation, and a stronger mindset that can help me persevere to achieve my goals and desires. If you want to do the same, you're in the right place. In this Pick a Card Tarot video, we look at end of the year messages about processing what's happened and preparing for the year that's on the way. Please join me in taking a few deep breaths, turning inwards, and using your intuition to pick one of the three piles in front of you. The first pile is represented by the number 1 or the amethyst crystal. The second pile is represented by the number 2 or this seashell. The third pile is number 3 and this brown colored crystal. Trust your inner compass to choose whichever one is calling to you. There's no need to overthink it, but you can pause the video if you need a moment to decide. When you're ready, you can use the timestamps in the description box or in the pinned comment below this video to navigate to the messages that are meant for you. You're of course welcome to listen to more than one pile if you feel drawn to. I'm excited to see what the cards have in store for us. Hi pile number 1, and thank you so much for being here. If you chose the amethyst crystal or the first pile of cards, then this is your reading. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. So you got the 4 of swords, the 8 of wands, and the 3 of wands. So let's look at each one of these. The 4 of sword comes sort of after a time of chaos and heartbreak. It's kind of like a moment when life is telling you to slow down and breathe and take some time for yourself, because you seem to have been fighting for too long or going through some kind of difficult situation for too long. This gives me the sense that 2025 may have been this year of constantly doing, moving, proving, trying to hold things together. But now the 4 of Swords is saying that this is the time for you to rest. You have to remember that taking some time out is not laziness, but it's actually much needed for some recovery and rejuvenation to reclaim your energies. You can't always hear your intuition if you're so caught up in life and you're always rushing to do the next thing on your list or to meet all the responsibilities that you have. Remember that you can't really receive blessings or plan out your next steps when your energy is stretched really thin and you feel so drained out. So I think these last few months of the year are going to be all about creating this stillness, taking some time to really be alone and connect with yourself. I think it's a really good idea to try and meditate, to spend some time journaling, or maybe out in nature if you can. Just anything that gives you a sense of calmness, of serenity, and that can let you just pause and breathe. If you haven't been sleeping well, please take some steps that can help you have a better sleep routine and get the rest that you really need. You also got the 8 of Wands, which is kind of like a complete opposite of the 4 of Swords, because it's all about energy and momentum and lots of things happening at once. It actually speaks of a lot of rapid progress, of things falling into place and getting a lot of green lights from the universe. So it can be a really exciting time. You might find that things that have been stuck begin to move forward, that you start to see progress on things that maybe you had even given up on. And you might even hear from people who you've lost touch with. You might get new opportunities, or some sudden travel plans might manifest. and you might get a lot of creative inspiration. So do follow through on that. However, one thing that you should remember is that this sort of energy shouldn't come with a sense of pressure. It's actually more like fulfilling and free flowing. So, as long as it's not overburdening you and that it's bringing you some joy and happiness, you should follow all those kinds of pursuits. Along with that, let's talk about this final card, which is the Three of Wands. And it's all about looking at the horizon and planning for what's coming next, which is great for an end of year reading. It's kind of like this reminder to take stock of where you've been and where you really want to go. Remind yourself that a new year is a great opportunity to kind of wipe the slate clean, to reconnect with the parts of you that you've disconnected from, and to really get aligned on what it is that you're trying to create for yourself in this life. So just take this time to look forward and to spend some time setting goals, and so that you can enter the new year with the sense of groundedness and preparedness. Now let's look at your oracle card, and you got this card that says no place like home. And this is kind of all about returning to your authentic self, and I think it goes very well with what we just discussed about taking some time for yourself and resting. It's about reconnecting with who you truly are, and of giving yourself the space and the time to do what fulfills you and what lights you up within. It's time to stop being so caught up in everyone else's stories or in all the responsibilities you have. It's time to stop striving and to stop comparing yourself with others, and to just simply be and enjoy this wind down process of the new year. Just tune in to all the ways in which you've grown, and see that all as part of your journeys, and remind yourself that you are enough, and that it's okay to take some time out and to just be for now. Now let's look at some more oracle cards which are inspired by the ocean. So the first card you got is Receive. Then the second card is Believe, and it says, May the sea deepen your faith. And the third card is called Heard, and it says, May your brave call be carried on the wind. So let's look at these in turn. First of all, with Receive, it's a reaffirmation that you've been giving and giving throughout the year, and now it's time for you to receive and to allow some blessings in. So tune into that energy of like settling back and being ready to receive from others, rather than always stretching yourself thin and giving and giving. Secondly, you got Believe, which is all about reminding yourself that your dreams and goals matter. Even if 2025 didn't unfold the way that you expected, just believe that the detours were all redirections and that you're still on the path that's meant for you. Try and trust in divine timing, and believe that good things are not behind you but they're ahead. Lastly, with the Heard card, it's kind of telling you to know that your innermost desires are heard, your quiet prayers have been heard, and you are seen and loved and supported by the universe. So the signs are already arriving, and you need to slow down to notice them, and to know that this new year is guiding you towards something better than what has been. Lastly, I have this color oracle card for you, and it's called Watermelon, and it says, Have fun with your inner child. So this is a really fun and light-hearted card, and it brings this sort of playful energy that's reminding you to let go of seriousness and embrace some joy and playfulness, because that can also be incredibly healing. Try and reconnect with your inner child through doing the things that you used to love when you were a kid. just honor the part of you that still dreams wildly and finds magic in little things. You can watch your favorite movie or dance around in your room or just eat something that reminds you of childhood, and that's a great way of bringing this energy of joy into your life, which can make you feel more positive and aligned with your purpose. Now let's look at some astrology cards. You got Aries and Sagittarius and the Sun card. So this is a lot of fiery energy, and with Aries here, it reminds you that you are a leader in your own story and you don't have to wait for permission to start anything new. It's a great time to take initiative, especially because we also had the Eight of Wands earlier, which shows that things are falling into place and that you'll get momentum on the things that you want to accomplish. At the same time, Sagittarius brings this sense of adventure and optimism, and it's great if you want to travel or step out of your comfort zone in some way. And the Sun card is this really joyful card of self-acceptance, of getting clarity, and it shows that you've survived like a dark part of your story and now it's time to be in the light again. You might also belong to one of these zodiac signs of Aries or Sagittarius, or somebody from these signs might play an important role in your life right now. Finally, we are going to pull an affirmation card for you. And you got, I do not have to prove myself to anyone. So it's good to remind yourself of this as much as possible so that you can gain confidence in your own decision-making abilities and that you know that you're taking the right actions and you don't need someone else's permission to do what you want. So basically, from this whole reading, I can say that this is a time for you to come full circle. And although you've been exhausted, this is a time to take some rest because momentum is going to be coming towards you soon. 2025 is reminding you that things may not have gone the way you wanted this year, but better things are on the way. So take it easy, and I'm wishing you so much love and light for the end of the year. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a comment or give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Seashell or the second pile of cards, then this message is going to be for you. Let's see which tarot cards you got. So you got Justice and the Knight of Swords and the Temperance card. Let's start with Justice. This card appears when life is asking you to take an honest look at what's real, not the fantasy or a story that you may have told yourself, but the truth that you know deep down inside. Justice is about kind of gaining clarity on what do you truly want, what feels fair and right to you, and in what areas you're no longer willing to compromise. What do you think it is that you're really worthy of and that you deserve, and which you've been ignoring in this entire year? I think that for a lot of you, 2025 may have brought choices that forced you to step up and to make decisions that felt heavy but were necessary. Maybe you had to walk away from something or someone, or you had to set a difficult boundary even when it left you feeling hurt, and you had to admit to yourself that the path that you're on needed some kind of change. So the Justice card says that yes, you did the right thing and it was the just thing, even if it may not have felt that way in the moment. Even if it was not easy, your choices are kind of leading you towards this sense of balance and greater integrity, and you're aligning with your true path. So that's a very meaningful message for this year end. It's combined with the Knight of Swords, which is a card about this very fast, determined, and focused energy. So it's telling me that you're ready to act and that you're no longer overthinking all your steps, and you don't need to overthink, but rather trust in your instincts, because you do have what it takes to make good choices for yourself. The only thing to keep in mind is that the Knight of Swords can be a rather impulsive card. So as you move forward, remember to just take the time to think through your decisions and stay grounded so that you can act with purpose. Channel all your passion into something meaningful, and this could be like a new project that you're envisioning, or a move that you want to make, a change you want to make in your relationships or your personal life. Remember to think it through and then act on it, and that's going to lead you forward, to help you speak your truth and take the next step whenever you're ready. The Temperance card goes really well with this, because it's also this very gentle card of balance and harmony. It's this reminder that your growth does not have to be all or nothing. You can move forward in a slow and nurturing way that feels right to you, and this is how you know that divine timing is at work. Things that seem delayed for you are not exactly denied or cancelled. They're simply coming to you in the right time when it's going to be best for you. So Temperance is reminding you to find your middle ground and to know that everything is aligning perfectly, and you need to trust in that. Just trust that balance is being restored in your life slowly, and that there's a lot of healing that's going on for you beneath the surface. So overall, this is a time for you to kind of let go of any sort of judgment you have of yourself and the decisions that you made this year, and instead know that it's all working out for the higher good, and that balance is coming back to your life if things have felt a bit chaotic. And now let's look at your Oracle card. And you got this card that says Flexible. So this is a reminder to let go of rigidity, and that you know that things don't exactly have to go as you've planned for them to really work out. Sometimes the things you imagine can change shape, and you have to learn to be fluid, to flow with them, and to accept things as they are. It doesn't mean that you failed, but it just means that you're evolving and becoming, because life is this dynamic process that we constantly have to negotiate with and adapt to. So just be open to any detours that come your way, and you should be willing to loosen your grip, to not want to be so much in control of everything, and rather just submit to the flow and to the process, and remember to be kind to yourself along the way. Now let's look at some more Oracle cards. So you got this card that says Held, and it says, may you feel the ocean's caress. Then you got this card called Stretch, and it says, may you extend your reach. And you got Fluid, which says, may you shift and transform. So these are really interesting cards to get. First of all, you're being reminded that even if you felt very alone this year, and maybe in some sort of difficult and isolating situation, you are not unseen, but you're held by divine forces, and you should know that you're safe and that things are going to be okay. At the same time, remember that growth is uncomfortable, and even when it seems that you're being stretched beyond what is familiar, maybe through a new opportunity, a change in your relationships, or a shift in your identity, don't resist it. The stretch just means that you're expanding and growing out of old patterns to make something new come into your life. And of course, with the Fluid card here, it's again reiterating the message of letting things flow and letting go of the control that you might want. Everything is part of your transformation, and you have to be like water and kind of adapt to whichever spaces you're put into. So, all three of these cards together just speak of trusting in your evolution and letting healing and creation unfold. Now I got a color oracle card for you, and you got this beautiful card that has the rose on it, and it says attract a relationship. So this can be in a very literal sense, in that you're manifesting a new love or a deepening of a bond that you may have. But it's also just about attracting all kinds of harmonious relationships that can help you grow and level up. Just soften into this energy and just focus on being your authentic self, so that you can attract people who align with your vibration. If you've been healing from past relationships, the rose energy says that love will return, but the timing is out of your control, so just be open to it. Now let's get some astrology cards for you. And you got the Neptune card, the Pisces card, and the Capricorn card. So firstly, Neptune is the planet of dreams and illusions, and it's calling you to reconnect with your imagination and to dream again. It's asking you to stay grounded and envision your ideal life. At the same time, Pisces is this very deeply spiritual and sensitive energy, and it's reminding you that your softness is not a weakness, so it's okay to feel your feelings, and it's time to let yourself hope again. It's a time to merge your spiritual insights with your daily life and to live from the heart, not just the head. Lastly, Capricorn is also very grounding energy. It talks about the discipline that's needed to build your dreams in the real world. So remember to stay grounded and to honor your feelings, and to reconnect with your imagination. Also, with the Pisces and Capricorn cards here, you might belong to one of these zodiac signs, or somebody from these signs might play a significant role in your life right now. Lastly, let's get an affirmation card for you. And you got this card that says, I am able to create the life I want. So try and repeat this statement to yourself, so that you can remember that you are indeed able to create the life that you want, and that you're aligning with the things that are meant for you. The overall message of this reading has been that you don't need to rush and that you don't have to control everything. Instead, you have to learn to trust in what's unfolding for you. And I'm wishing you so much love and luck with that. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this brown crystal or the third pile of cards, then this message is for you. So let's see which tarot cards you got. Firstly, you have the Page of Wands. Then you have the High Priestess. And the Wheel of Fortune. So the first thing that stands out here is with the Page of Wands, it's that deep down you are ready for something new, and maybe you've kind of felt restless, or you've outgrown an old identity or a way of being, and the Page of Wands is here with that spark of excitement, the idea that you can begin again no matter where you are. So maybe right now you're just really ready for something new, and you're feeling this excitement of the new year coming and wanting to achieve new things in it. Right next to it, you have the High Priestess card, which brings a quiet and sacred wisdom to the reading. She reminds you that before you rush into any action, you have to really tune in and listen to your intuition and divine guidance. There's a lot of magic in spending some time alone in silence, and it can help you connect with your inner wisdom to know what is the right step to take for this new direction that you're hoping for. Also, right now, pay attention to your dreams or any sort of synchronicities you notice and trust in your inner voice. Don't dismiss some little intuitive feelings that you might be getting and really follow through on them, because there could be some magical messages for you within that. So just trust that your higher self is guiding you towards what is truly meant for you. Lastly, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and that really ties in this theme of divine timing being at work, because the wheel is always turning and it can be turning in your favor right now. So you have to be willing to let go of old cycles and to place yourself at the center of this change so that you're ready to embrace it. You're stepping into a new chapter, and that's why you need to have all your power and energy to yourself to be ready for whatever is coming your way next. So overall, right now is quite an energetic time for you, and it's a good idea to really spend some time with yourself and tune in to your intuition. Don't ignore any little inklings that you have, and start planning for whatever it is that you're hoping for in the new year to come. Now let's look at your oracle card. And you got this card that says orphaned, and it's actually pointing to something deeper and some kind of shadow work that you should do. So basically, this year there may have been moments where you've been feeling left out or unseen, or maybe emotionally disconnected. It's this card of being left out in the cold and feeling like you don't belong in someone's world. So this card is encouraging you to heal those kind of feelings and to know that you are enough and that you do belong, and in any situations that make you feel out of place, those are just not meant for you. You never have to dim your light to fit in anywhere. So make peace with that and heal any parts of yourself that grapple with this feeling of being left out or being lonely. It's time to clear out these energetic blocks and instead channel them inwards, and know that you are enough and that you're capable of attracting the things that you want. Now let's look at some more oracle cards. And you got this card that says resilient, and the caption is, may your soul weather the storms. You also got expansive, and it says, may you connect to the whole. And you got imagine, which says, may you look beyond what can be seen. So firstly, this is a reaffirmation that you might have been through some storms, but you're still standing, and every setback or delay that you might have experienced was actually redirecting you to something better that's on the cards. With the expansive card here, it's a reminder that you're not meant to stay small, and the world is asking you to stretch your wings, to really take up space, and to know that you deserve more space, more joy, more opportunities, and more love. With the Imagine card, this is your permission slip to dream again. Maybe you've been practical for too long, and maybe fear has been holding you back. But it's time to really dream and imagine what it is that you want to manifest for yourself, because with the new year energy coming, it's the perfect time to start envisioning which direction you want to take your life into. Now let's look at this color card that you got, and you got lilac. The caption says, strengthen your faith. It's a reminder that even when you can't see what's ahead, the universe is always working with you and not against you. So remind yourself of that, and just trust in divine timing and in your ability to manifest whatever is right for you at the perfect time. Now let's look at some astrology cards for you. So you got the 12th house. So the 12th house is the realm of the subconscious and of healing the things that need to be healed, of releasing things that you're hanging on to that have long passed, and it's of spiritual cleansing. So it's basically asking you to tie up loose ends and to let go of this cycle that you might be stuck in, and instead choose to move forward and choose to heal. At the same time, the seventh house is all about relationships. So, this shadow work that you're being called to do may have to do with relationships and of letting go of those that are not serving you anymore. I think it's going to be a time of attracting more aligned connections and the people who see you, value you, and meet you halfway. And rather than those who have left you feeling alone or orphaned, as we saw with the Oracle card. At the same time, the Uranus card is also about change and liberation, and it's about awakening to what you truly want and having the courage to step towards it. So, I think these cards are directing you to reflect a lot on what this year has taken away, but what it's also brought, and what new directions you would like to go in. Let's get an affirmation card for you to close the reading. You got, I have all the qualities and strengths needed to fulfill my dreams. So remind yourself of this and trust in your own capabilities and your own enoughness. And I'm sure that you will be reaching for all your dreams in the coming new year. I'm wishing you so much luck with that. And if you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment. I'll see you next time. Bye.